Hello and welcome back. Today I wanted to talk to you about tracking your cycle. We'll go over the basics and why you should even bother. So let's jump in. All right, first let's talk about why should you even bother doing this in the first place. So your period is now considered one of your vital signs if you're a woman. So that's right along there with your blood pressure, your temperature, all the basic vital signs of your body. So what that means is that whatever kind of state your period is in is an indicator of your overall health. So it actually does matter what kind of periods you're having. I think tracking is a great tool for your period because it helps you notice patterns that you might not otherwise notice. It can help you make connections between symptoms that you're having and something that you're doing at that time. It can also make connections between certain symptoms that you have at a certain point in your cycle every month. So it's really great for that. It can also help you notice patterns over time that consistently maybe my period is getting longer or my cycle is getting shorter. Things like that. So it's just a really great tool. The other reason I really like it is that it just brings body awareness to you. So it is one way to help you connect to your body and just start to pay attention and notice what's actually happening in it. So that's my why. Let's get into the how. There's so many different layers that you can use for how to track your cycle, but I think simple is best if you're just getting started. So you can use, there's so many cycle tracking apps out there that are available. I use one, my favorite that I've used is Kendara, but there's a ton of them. So find one that you like. They make it really easy to put in all kinds of information. If you don't want to do that, you can do as simple as using the calendar on your phone or a paper calendar. Also, I have a free download for some cycle tracking charts. I have one that is a month at a time, I have one that is a week at a time, and then one that's like a circle that has a section for each phase of your cycle. So there's a few different options. It's kind of just finding your personal preference, whatever seems to work best for you. So the best place to start is just as simple as making a note of when your period starts and stops. It can be that basic. You might want to add also how heavy your bleeding is on each day, and add in then any symptoms that you're having on your period or throughout your cycle. And that could be anything like headaches, cramping, it could be mood things like either I felt really good today or I was so irritable today. It could be also tracking bowel movements. It could be tracking skin issues, any kind of symptoms that you're having. You might even want to make note of your energy level just so you can start to see how things are changing throughout the month, and if there's any noticeable patterns. You could also make note of any spotting that you have throughout the month. If you want to take it a step further, once you've got the basics down, you can also track your cervical fluid. So you might notice, noting if you're having any, what kind of consistency it is, and how much you're having. And then if you want to go even a further layer, you can add in your basal body temperature, which is just a fancy way for saying your base level body temperature. So it's your temperature first thing when you wake up in the morning. So for that, you just need a regular thermometer as long as it measures to the 10th of a degree. And you're going to take your temperature before you get out of bed in the morning, first thing. And you want to try and do it roughly around the same time every day, because it will change if you sleep in, say, one day. So that is that. And then you just track it to the 10th of a degree. And the reason you want to do that is it will help you to confirm that you've ovulated, which is super important for your hormones. That's a whole nother video But basically ovulation is key to hormone balance, so you want to find out if you are actually ovulating. So if you want to know that, I would really recommend doing your basal body temperature. So your temperature will be just slightly lower before you ovulate and then slightly higher after you ovulate. The other thing it can help alert you to is stress will throw off your basal body temperature. Also, it's really big if you have a thyroid issue, especially hypothyroidism, your body temperature will be consistently lower than normal. So anything in the 96 range, you could potentially have something going on with your thyroid. It would be worth getting it tested. It can also, you might see like a funny jump in your temperature if you have like a food sensitivity. So it gives you a lot of clues, and it's just kind of fun to see, well, if you're geeky about hormones like me, it's kind of fun to see the pattern that develops in your body. So that is it. It's as simple as that. Like I said, I do have a free download that I just created on cycle tracking. So if you're interested in some more information or some charts to track your cycle, you can go to my website, and I'll have the link down below for the download. But it gives you 3 different charts and just some basic information about how to get started. All right, I hope this video was helpful for you, and I will see you next time. Bye.